It's Flag Day, June 14th, below the Interstate 94 Grant March Bridge in Bismarck, North Dakota, and we're seeing the river at its highest point. There must have been some runoff from the storms yesterday when there were some reports of 2 to 3 inches north of us, and you'll see we had water, and it's starting to recede a little bit. It was even higher on the gauge this morning, 18.12 feet. And that puts us into moderate flood stage already, so there may be some more water going downstream as well into the Briardale area. There may have been some more water intrusion up to Hogue Island, where 650 people are out of their homes already. Nearly 4,000 people evacuated. Those numbers are going up. Some people have not reported their homes being evacuated, and they're doing the fights behind the sandbags or trying to keep up with the groundwater that's leaching in under their houses right now. Some people have given up the fight and left. But you can see here yesterday, I was able to walk right up to this dock here. Just walk, and there was some part of the parking lot left here. The end of the parking lot is way over where that tree is. And you used to be able to park boats here. And this boat ramp was actually quite a bit further down. I have to take a step over to get onto the boat ramp now and walk out to the edge here. And you'll see this replica boat, which was between here and the parking lot where that sign is way over there, parking for vehicles with trailers, and trailers could park with their boats all the way down here to that sign way in the distance down there, which is actually the boat ramp, which would take you about 10 to 12 feet down from where I'm standing right now, which is where the river channel was. There was a very popular sandbar over there where people would just simply put their boat in here and tool over to that sandbar and spend the day. We spent the day with our kayaks over there many times. Now, they finished the riprapping project that began right here. That took about a week, started last week, and they've wrapped the west end of the Interstate 94 bridge. This bridge was built after the dam at Garrison, so it's a bridge that was designed and put in after the dam at Garrison, and so they did a little riprapping project to protect apparently the western edge, and originally the channel was shifted as well to put this bridge in, the Grant Marsh Bridge, the Interstate 94 bridge that goes east to west from one side of the west coast of the United States to the other. So that's an important structure they're going to want to hold on to as we're going to continue to see more water into the system here, because they have to release at least another 15,000 cubic feet per second. And that is even more than the flow that would normally go through here in a typical summer, typically around 7 to 10,000 cubic feet per second. Well, by the end of next week, they're going to release 15,000 cubic feet per second, more than what would typically flow through here, and that'll bring it to 150,000 cubic feet per second, which is off the charts, 2.5 times more than ever has been released in the post-dam era. And now it goes past a flood that struck in 1885 before the dam. It surpasses that height when it went past 18.15 feet this morning. So an incredible flood already here. 800 homes already out, 4,000 refugees that have been taken in by friends and families in Bismarck, Mandan, Burleigh, and Morton counties, and from Hogue Island, which sits a few miles up here in Sundown Acres, north of Bismarck, all the way across the river in Morton County in the north there, and then past these 4 bridges, the one here and 3 more south, the Burlington Northern Railroad Bridge, and then 2 more. There's neighborhoods, riverfront properties, beautiful homes, marinas that are plugged up on the Mandan side, and people are just waiting to see what happens for the next 2 months, because this is going to be here for at least 2 months, and there's some concern the flows could be even higher because the snowpack in Montana hasn't melted. So we've got a real bad situation here, and people are worried and not knowing what to do exactly, because they don't know if they should defend their homes where there's already a water intrusion and they have their dikes around them. And people that live just, south of the riverfront right here, there's people that are diked in what's called Captain's Landing, and they're not sure if the river comes up longer or how long their dikes can hold during the hot summer months. For 2 months, they have to hold at least at a level that'll be about 10% higher than it is right now. So that's the big question. Can they do it? Can they withstand that long? Or will there be further damage along the Great Missouri Flood? The worst natural, some say man-made disaster to ever strike North Dakota. It's starting in mid-June, and it will be here at least until mid-August.